Hello, everyone. To mark the World IBD Day, so May 19, and this year, WGO IBD Committee so appeal awareness of campaign of IBD in China. So I'm Yunsheng Yang, and from that the Chinese PRA, the General Hospital. So currently I serve as WGO IBD Committee member and the Institute of Digestive Disease and the key laboratory of the microbiota in the Department of Gastroenterology and Hepatology. So today, so very glad and to see and all of these friends so on the video. This video, so previously the Professor Chen Yan, and who is from the second hospital of Zhejiang University, which is so who provided the materials from the CCCF, means China Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. And Professor Xia Lu, and who is from the Shanghai Jiahui International Hospital, Digestive Gastroenterology Department and the Industrial Center. So she prepare that some of the contents. So the Associate Professor Ren Rongrong, who works the Chinese PRA General Hospital and prepared some of the slides. So I'd like to thank them so very much and appreciate them the contributions to today's this and video. This year's WGO means the World IBD Day in China. So we organized the 2 days activities. In the May 18, the virtual symposium organized by 3 persons, me and Professor and Minghu Chen, and who is the former president of Chinese Society of Gastroenterology. Also the current chair of the IBD group of our society. Professor Catherine Wu, so who is the chair of the IBD group of the Chinese Society of Gastroenterology. So also that Professor Wu so serves that the WGO Executive Committee and the chair. The meetings which will involve the 5 topics. On the May 19, so it's the patient education, online and offline the meeting, and which will organized by the Professor Minghu Chen. And this is that the May 18 virtual the meeting, the program, conference, the remarks, including the Professor Chen Wei Tang, so who is that the current the president of Chinese Society of Gastroenterology, and also serves the WGO and the nomination committee, and she is also was the last year she won that the WGO the Master Award. And Professor Minghu Chen, so current IBD group, the chair, this is the Catherine Wu, and this is me. And we have that the 5 that speakers, Professor Susanna and Lopes, so who is that the chair of WGO IBD and the committee, and this Professor Ran, Professor Ren, Professor and Chen Yan, and also with Professor Minghu Chen. This is the 5 the moderators, and this is the program. The May 18 is virtual the symposium. The top 5 topics is IBD epidemiology and medical development in China, which will be presented by Professor Minghu Chen, and the new updates of IBD the treatments, Professor Zhihua Ran, and the East and West IBD clinical the database. So which developed, joined by all department and the USA, the Pennsylvania, the medical school, and so both of these teams to develop this the clinical database, including the Western and the Eastern, the IBD, the features, so including 400 terms. So it is a huge database. And the CCCF and the patient and education in China, and the global perspective remarks from the WGO the committee. And another topic is that the epidemiology topic by the Professor and Catherine Wu, And the May 19, so it's the patient education promoted by the IBD group of Chinese Society of Gastroenterology. Over the past 3 years, the awareness of campaign of IBD has involved over 90 cities and prepared over 190 cities landmarks so in China. For example, the 2023, 2014, and 2025 last year. So it is increased to the 33 cities and over 90 city landmarks. And the World IBD Day, so in the last year, over 3 media outlets joined for the propagation with more than 100 pieces of contents with an estimated total reach of 540,000. And the patient education and public activities, this is the past 3 years. And in the 2023, so the World IBD Day, the CCCF launched the IBD risk self-assessment public service videos, illustrated educational exhibitions, and 2024, 50 patient education sessions were held nationally with the theme of increasing free. And last year, the IBD World IBD Day, the activities included the gut health, self-checks, education, and comics, and my story with the IBD connection, which is from the IBD, the patient. So in China, so IBD, so it's growing and challenging for the Chinese, the colleagues. But at the same time, the research is so developed faster. So involved the basic and the clinical researches. We know that among the countries the last year, so that China published the most IBD papers in the world. And the care systems, the IBD quality management control, so they're promoting standardized care nationwide. And many of these biologicals, for example, the inhibitors or JAK inhibitors are widely used or available in China. And on the other hand, not only that biologicals so used and clinically and studied, and the fecal microbiota transplantation in China also is worldwide so used, and so also yielded a significant efficiency and insights. And the East and West IBD, the clinical database, so I just mentioned before. And so it is a standard multi-center database and a bridge for Eastern, Western, and international cooperation. Looking forward, the East and the West, international and the world, collaboration to face the IBD. So thank you. So thank you for your attention. Thank you for your participation, and look forward, all of us, so to pay attention and give our contribution to the IBD in the world.